Imagine a single break in an otherwise unbroken line, a gap in a dream. The Pan-American Highway was meant to stretch from Alaska to the very tip of South America, a road uniting two continents. But between Panama and Colombia lies a 100-mile stretch of land where the dream dies, the Darién Gap, a place so wild, so dangerous, that no road dares cut through it. The Darién Gap is not just a blank spot on the map. It's a swampy, mountainous jungle, riddled with rivers, venomous snakes, swarms of insects and dense rainforest that swallows entire expeditions whole. It's a natural fortress where even seasoned adventurers have been brought to their knees. For engineers, the swampy ground makes road construction nearly impossible. For governments, it's a geopolitical headache, bridging Central and South America while simultaneously serving as a barrier to drug trafficking, migration, and deforestation. But for those who attempt to cross it on foot, it's something else entirely. A nightmare. Building a road here isn't just about carving through trees. The terrain shifts constantly, with seasonal floods that turn solid ground into waist-deep mud. Hills rise suddenly into mountains covered in near-impenetrable forest. Roads that might exist one season are swallowed by swamps the next. And the human element makes it worse. Armed groups, smugglers, and organised crime patrol these trails. The Darién Gap isn't just inhospitable to bulldozers, it actively resists them. Yet thousands of people still try. For many migrants from South America, Africa, or even Asia, the Darién Gap is the only route north toward the United States. And here is where the jungle becomes a crucible of suffering. Reports speak of migrants wading through rivers, carrying children above their heads while others are swept away. Some emerge days later with infections, wounds from falls, or permanent injuries from exhaustion. Others never emerge at all. Journalists and aid workers tell of mass graves hidden beneath the trees, of families torn apart by sudden flash floods, of people robbed and abandoned by smugglers deep in the jungle. Survivors recall nights spent listening to the screams of those lost in the darkness. One migrant described it simply: "The jungle is like a monster that eats people." The Darién Gap remains the final missing link in the Pan-American Highway, and perhaps it always will. For some, that's a tragedy of lost potential. For others, it's a blessing that protects one of the most biodiverse ecosystems on Earth. But for those who have walked it, stumbled through it, or never made it out, the gap is something much darker. It is a place where the promise of a road ends, and the reality of the jungle begins. So next time you hear about the dream of a highway connecting the world from top to bottom, remember, the dream is interrupted by 100 miles of jungle. A place where nature and human danger combine into something that feels almost cursed. The Darién Gap.